I think it's crazy. Nice.
Perfect. Welcome back! Not the killer.
Oh my god.
Today, we have Mika, Tommy, Milo, yeah, Ray, and Cyrus.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you are here, I guess.
Somewhere over the rainbow, in the background, drinking coffee, sipping your tea. Mika, start us off. What's going on? What are y'all doing? This is immediately following the distribution of the feathers. Everyone returns to the embassy in good spirits, and Templar says, take an hour or two, get yourselves situated, get yourselves dressed. We're going out to town. Gonna get brunch, gonna get morning mimosa, or I guess noon mimosas, and you guys are gonna go shopping. But before that, what's going on?
Ye-
Mika would message Tommy and ask him if they could talk alone without Akiko and other people in the room.
Yeah, like not even a minute later would get a response. Sure. Do you want to come to my room, or would you rather I go to yours?
Uh, hmm. I think you should come to my room.
Thumbs up emoji. 3 minutes later, here's a knock at our door.
She opens the door.
Okay.
Mika does that. I like that very slight bow forward. Says, "Welcome inside."
I'll step in and look over the room casually.
Mika, as she like moves to close the door, you see her like lean out the door and squint and look around and then close it and then lock it firmly as she
Is
looks at
everything
Tommy.
okay?
She nods and says, "Milo forced his way into my room a couple times. I want to make sure he doesn't interrupt my next conversation."
Well, that doesn't sound incriminating.
Hmm. Okay.
He's a
Do you
bad
want me to
habit of
talk to
walking
him
in
about
without
that?
knocking.
I can talk to him about that.
She shakes her head and says, "No, he's just rude."
Okay. We'll take a seat at the little dining room, whatever.
She has like a couch in her, I think, in her room.
Oh yeah, I'll take a seat on the couch.
She nods
What's
and
up?
she's gonna go make ramen and some tea.
Okay.
As she says, "Well, I've been thinking," and she like summons Ho to her shoulder, and she'll like beckon him to like her to like go fly over to Tommy.
Bird.
As Burb fly over, I guess. She would say, "I was thinking about giving the feather to you and for Christmas."
That surprises him, and it's pretty clear on his face. I mean, isn't that like a really powerful item? Why me?
She's gonna walk over back out of the kitchen and sit beside him, and pet Ho-Oh. She says, well, I was thinking who I could give the feather to, and I know everyone keeps telling me, oh, just hold on to it, just hold on to it. And in my mind, I think that's a bad idea in certain ways.
Why is that?
Who's to say somebody else doesn't take it from me and use it for a nefarious purpose?
So you keep it somewhere safe, unless you're looking for me to protect it for you.
Well, I wasn't sure what to do with it, which is why I guess I'm talking to you right now. So I guess we could figure that out.
Why do you have to make a decision now?
Just, I guess I don't need to make a decision now, but I need to think about what to do with it. And you're the person who I think, whose opinion matters most, I think, about where I bring it.
It does make him smile, and he like touches his chest, like touched by that. Aw. I appreciate
So
that, Mika.
she nods and says, well, this is very powerful. I was thinking of giving it to 3 different people.
Okay.
And 2 of those people, I think, are extremely important to you. So
Quirks an eyebrow. Well,
was
now I'm interested.
I was thinking of, first of all, giving it to Barrier Knight. And that's a
Interesting.
controversial thing to do. What is that?
Interesting.
No, giving it to him.
Yeah. No, I heard you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure it would be a good way to cement my attempt to build a strong relationship with them.
Mm-hmm. And well, I guess it is yours to do with it as you wish, but your family would be okay with that?
She squints a little and then looks down and says, they would survive. It's ultimately
Right.
my feather. I can do whatever I want with it.
No, exactly. But who are these other 2?
She rubs the back of her head. Well, I was thinking about who would really need a feather, and what they could do with it,
Mm-hmm.
and how it could be used for its primary purpose. I was thinking Bermuda obviously wants it, and I wasn't sure whether or not I should just hand it over to Bermuda or not.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, of people I was thinking of giving it to, but am not sure, was she looks a little nervous, like she can't say something, and she squints, and then looks down at her hands.
He patiently waits for her to figure out what she's gonna say.
She knows what she's trying to say. She just doesn't know how to say it in a way that's not overt. She
Mika, we're the
crosses her
only ones
arms.
here, and I'm not gonna judge you.
Person holding Atlas right now.
Now I have to know your reasoning.
She leans back in her chair and looks up, and she squints a little. After seeing, I don't know every part of what was going on with you and your father and the Ritsars. I obviously wasn't there. But whatever he was fighting for, he seemed desperate to have it. And it seems like everyone's out to get him in a way. And
You're sympathetic of the man?
she looks like not quite. She like squints a little as if she's trying to like find the right word. I can imagine myself becoming a similar person in worse circumstances.
No, you're not like him. I can assure you that.
She smiles. No, I'm not. I'm different, but I can respect how much he cares about the things that he seems to care about. I guess my question, I guess I have a few questions depending on like what you think would be a good person to give this to. Do you have any thoughts? Kind of unsure, which is why I'm talking to you.
He crosses his arms and leans back in his chair. I don't think it's necessary for a gift of that kind of value to be exchanged to Barrier. Though I'm sure he'd appreciate it, and the Ritsars would make great use of such a boon. He kind of gestures that himself. I am more than happy to help bridge any gaps.
The reason I was considering giving it to Barrier was because I was going to recommend resurrecting Fortitude.
For reasons I can't explain, I don't think that's possible.
She looks down and nods and says, "That was what I was afraid you were going to say."
I wish I had a better explanation, but I don't.
It's okay. I don't expect you to be completely. I have secrets. You have secrets, I'm sure. We can't tell each other literally everything.
Well, that particular secret is one I don't currently have, so.
Right.
I could ask him if that would be possible, but I'm fairly certain it's not.
She nods. And about the other recommendations.
This is really bad of me. Who was the second one?
That was Bermuda.
Just Bermuda as a whole?
Yeah.
Bermuda would also, I'm sure, heavily be very excited about it and study it to the fullest extent that they can. I imagine R&D would have a field day with it.
I was thinking about that too, which is why I'm skeptical of whether I should hand it over or just study it myself.
It is of heirloom of, he gestures to the little bird. I don't know how private any practice with that is within Japanese culture.
She looks at the bird and says, in more ideal circumstances, I think I would just keep it and use it for some sort of decoration. But these are not ideal times.
Interesting. As for the last option, not entirely sure how he would use it.
Do you think you could find out?
I have a couple ideas of what he could do, but I don't know if or when he'd execute those things. Or not that he necessarily even needs them. He
Sheena?
gestures to his hand and like claws kind of peek out from them and then go back in. It's more of the mechanical type. Especially nowadays.
She nods and says, well, do you think you could find out more?
Why do you want to give it to him?
I don't know that I want to give it to anyone, but I want to make sure I'm making the right choice.
He like really looks her over, like considers her. Mika, you've performed some incredible feats today with the two that you did use, and you used them on others. I would keep that last one for yourself. Right now, in all three cases, it's not going to be used for anything in particular. It's more likely going to be put somewhere and kept safe for who knows how long. I think it'd be, frankly, better if you kept it safe and waited for a time that would best be used in your eyes.
She nods. Okay. I appreciate your feedback. I want to make sure I wasn't thinking selfishly.
I think you've been anything but selfish.
She smiles a tiny bit and shakes her head and says, but there's another thing I want to talk to you about.
Sure, hit me with it.
I'm so sorry.
For what?
For surprising you during that meeting.
Oh. Yes, morning could have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's alright though.
Taps the tips of her fingers together and she says, what are your thoughts?
On
What
the meeting itself? On the arranged marriages? What are we talking about specifically here?
I mean, what you're interested in talking about, but both, really.
Thinks about it for a second. And then he like looks at her again and leans forward a little bit. Okay. So what were the missing pieces that your family was conveniently leaving out and dancing around?
What do you mean? What were you not?
What was the reasoning behind these marriages at all? Assuming that's it.
Mika clutches her jaw a little bit and seems to
Like,
consider.
knowing it too.
Mika seems to be considering whether or not she should be saying it.
Waits patiently.
Because of my failure, who was going to become the avatar of Amaterasu is up in the air, and at least one of the heirs to the Tokugawa family are going to be the avatar. Whichever one it is seems uncertain right now.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for there to be an avatar that is chosen suitable, all of the potential heirs must be married.
Why? Seems like a weird rule.
She looks down at the table and then like shakes her head and says, I have no idea. But that's the prophecy we've been given.
You have to be married in order to become an avatar?
Oh, and whoever is chosen children will be the avatar.
Raises an eyebrow.
Which is my main concern.
Can he do some kind of check to see if she's
Sure.
telling the truth or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you rolled. You'll have to tell me.
Well, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Insight? Probably. So I'm
Yeah.
so good at insight rolls. Damn, I am today. I got an 18.
Yeah, you what are you seeing if she's being truthful about?
All of it? That this is like the whole story, end of the story, blah blah blah.
He's leaving a little something out.
He squints
Something
at her.
important out. What'd you say?
He squints at her.
Mika looks back at him and says, there are 3 heirs.
Mm-hmm.
There's me. There's Yorika.
Erica and Tetsuya. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So what makes you worthy? Just being married?
she shakes her head. This is unclear.
Now why is the Bermuda HUD moving around? Okay,
I'm
so
not positive why. Or what.
That took me out of my writing flow so hard. I looked over and was like, huh?
was that not? Was that? Oh, was it someone else? Was like, who moved the Bermuda HUD? What the hell?
That was later.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, no, you're valid. I just thought Sam was doing sneaky shit. Sorry.
Do you want me to repeat what I said?
Yes, please.
Mika said, I'm not sure whether or not I'm not sure what makes you the avatar. It could be just having the kid, and maybe it's about just getting lucky. Or maybe there's
Having the
something
kid?
deeper behind it. What'd you say?
Having the kid?
Well, the twins, yeah.
What do you mean, what twins?
So whoever is chosen will give birth to twins, assuming they're capable of doing so.
How do you mean?
She squints, confused by the question.
Capable as in, like...
If you weren't capable of having children, you probably couldn't give birth to them.
Right. He's definitely squinting at her for that like line. Like what is her thought process with that? Like, is there nefarious intent behind that? Is she planning on sabotaging for this?
No, she seems to be just being honest. She doesn't have any. Seems to have any. She's not looking nefarious in any way.
Okay. So, in order to be the avatar between you three, you have to be married and have twins.
She does. Or at least siblings. I don't know whether they're not their twins or not.
Your gods are interesting, Mika. I'll give you that.
She nods. This is the price of my failure, I suppose.
What did you fail in?
You were there.
He blinks at her like, I don't know what you're referring to.
The lustful one. That entire situation.
Ah,
Where Amaterasu came into the room, basically. Took the swords from me and admonished me in front of everyone.
right. No, okay. Yeah, I regret not stopping you before that happened.
She shakes her head. It was my fault.
Well, yeah, I guess all you can do is really move on, go forward.
I've been trying my best. She shrugs. They've given me multiple tasks to complete, and I've been trying very hard to do them.
I've definitely noticed a difference. You've been stepping up.
She shakes her head and looks towards the door. She just looks like she's looking. You could see her get a tiny bit emotional as she like gets a little unsettled in her movements.
You
I just
okay?
don't want. I'm disappointed that my failure could lead to bad things for my country. And
What do you mean?
if Tetsuya becomes the avatar, Amaterasu, then we would lose one of our major gods, right? The one of the people who protect most powerful creatures who protect our country.
Why would that be the case?
I'm confused by the question because he's a Ritsar. He's
Okay.
obvious.
So why would him being a Ritsar and being the Avatar stop your god from protecting Japan?
Well, if he's the Avatar, it's not like
So the Avatar, whatever they say and do, dictates what the god says and does? That feels a bit opposite from my understanding of how Avatars work.
more like they're the shared embodiment of that of them. But
So you
I think
don't think that he would feel a sense of duty
yeah,
towards your country?
I don't. I think he
Why?
probably hates us because of how he's talked in the past.
And how has he talked in the past?
He looks down and shakes her head. He's angry at us. Angry at my uncle. My father. And justifiably me.
Has he said that to you?
Which part?
All of it.
He's still rather respectful sometimes. But deep down, that's what he feels. He's
How do you know?
alluded to as much in our brief conversations.
Mika, can I be honest with you?
Of course. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't expect that.
I think you're making a lot of assumptions of his character. You are dictating his choices that he has not even made and his opinions that he has not fully and openly expressed to you because, trust me, I know him and he makes his thoughts very clear. You're letting your anxiety overtake your view of him as a person. You've made him a villain in your head. He's not.
She nods.
I don't think if he ends up being the Avatar, Japan is screwed.
Mika shakes her head and crosses her arms and says, I think I would be very ashamed of myself, though.
I mean, you're welcome to be a sore loser. That's fair.
She looks at him like she didn't like that he said that.
He looks at her dead on. He said that shit with his chest and he meant it. Mika, I've seen you in sparring matches get so many levels of upset. The idea that you're a sore loser in every aspect of your life does not surprise me in the slightest. It's up to you to change that.
Puts her hand over her face for a second, gripping the bridge of her nose, as she says, I am trying my best.
Okay. No, I appreciate you talking to me about it. You're making the steps, and I'm seeing that. I'm just telling you up front what I think you're overthinking. And where the delusion's potentially coming in.
Would look at the ground and say, if that did happen, I would be It would hurt my pride a lot.
Okay.
She shrugs. It's just how I feel. There isn't any more than that. Or to that sentence.
He reaches over, puts a hand on her shoulder. They're on the couch. They're both sitting on the couch,
Yeah.
or because
Yeah.
on the map
Yes.
it's like they're sitting. Okay.
I
I'll
just
rub her
got the map
back,
up.
frankly, a little bit. You want to make everyone proud. You want to do things that are right. And you have lofty aspirations. There's nothing wrong with that.
She shakes her head. She
If you end up
her-
becoming the Avatar, then yippee, you'll get to do that through that lens. You'll be able to help Japan by channeling Amaterasu and living the life. Does he know Shugo is the Avatar, the current Avatar? I don't know if he does or not.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he put it together.
Okay.
He did.
Okay.
Everyone is aware of that fact, especially after
Yeah, that's
he
what I
walked
figured
in
after
and-
Japan. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Okay, I just I had to clarify because like, hold up. You'll get to follow the footsteps your father is in. And reminder, if you forgot, I'm fairly certain he still is. Or you don't. And either Yorika or Tetsuya earns that title. So rather than following those footsteps, you lead through a different means.
She
You raise a
leans back.
family, and you create the next generation of samurai. You can
She
pursue
shakes her
tech
head.
or history. You can work on the relationship between Japan and Russia.
I don't even know
You
who
don't
I
have
am.
to have that. Sorry.
I don't. She shakes her head and says, "I don't even know who I am at that point, though."
And you would discover yourself.
No, I mean,
Start fresh.
she like runs her hands over her face as if she's like tired. It says, "I feel like I'm forced to play too many people at the same time." She puts up her fingers.
The only person you need to play is Mika Tokugawa.
It's not true, though. She points. She puts up
How so?
a few fingers. Says, "One, I have to be Hinatori, the squad member of Domino Squad. In that space, I'm your equal or subordinate, depending on how you want to view things." Puts up another finger. On the other hand, I'm Tokugawa Mika, likely the future leader of my clan. On the other hand, I'm Tokugawa Mika, the wife of Akihiko. And I have to wear that hat as well. Sometimes I have to prioritize him and our relationship. And we're always going to be different people around each other than we are elsewhere. And then I have to be the prim and proper lady at court. And that's all just a mask. And it's hard to balance all these aspects of my identity at the same time.
You know what I noticed in all of those identities that you just listed?
What's that?
None of them had to do with being the Avatar.
She nods. And then looks down at the floor and says, for that, it's more about me and less about my identity. I guess it's tied into that. I don't know if you've ever admired someone. She looks at him as if she assumes he has, but is waiting for an answer.
The Kinesis night. You tell me.
She nods. Haven't you ever wanted to be like her?
Why do you think I work so hard?
I want to be like Shugo, my dad.
Okay. Do you see me lifting buildings anytime soon?
She thinks for a moment as if she actually considers that question. It says, maybe someday.
No. That will never happen. And that will never happen because that is not what my vessel ability gives me the capacity to do. But I do work hard every day so I can be as strong as I can to carry out the same ideals she does, protect people, take out the bad guys, protect those who I love. Work towards peace.
Rubs her jaw and says, I feel like no matter what I do, I'll just be an inferior version of him.
Why?
Especially if I'm unable to even reach the heights he has.
Mika, that doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Of course it matters.
What is inferiority? In power, in status, in wealth, in happiness?
I don't know.
Basing a person and their accomplishments off of your own is never going to make you happy.
She nods.
If you want to mimic anything of your father, mimic his determination to protect his family no matter what. I think that alone, if you're wanting to make him proud, would accomplish that.
Mika looks towards him and nods in acknowledgement, and then looks away. And he sees a tiny tear run down her cheek as she says, I don't want to hear my dad say he's disappointed in me again.
We'll rub her back again.
I don't want my family to ever be disappointed in me.
Okay. Then don't.
Yeah, I'm trying.
But I can tell you right now, And he kind of like leans down, like so she could look at him if she like glances to the side. Whether or not you become the Avatar is not going to change how they feel about you.
She nods. Yeah, right. I think I would just be disappointed in myself.
For a little bit, sure. But I think not long after you'd find new goals to chase after. If it's one thing I know about you, and he like smiles a bit from the months we've worked together, it's that you always find a project to work on. And you give 110% of yourself into it. That's who Mika is.
She nods. What do you think of Yorika and her situation?
You don't know her very well, but I imagine that this whole thing is probably stressful on her too. I promised I'd get to know her, and I plan to. So maybe I'll ask
Mika
how
nods.
she's doing.
Feel bad about it.
Why is that?
Because of me. She's gonna have to get her married earlier than she wants to someone she's probably not certain she's gonna be happy with. And that's my fault.
You can't be blaming yourself for everything, Mika.
Yeah, but this actually is my fault. She shakes her head and says, if I wasn't so arrogant all the time, I actually listened when people talked to me, I wouldn't be in this situation. Because I'm such an idiot.
Okay. We're not gonna do this self-deprecating game.
She shakes her head and says, I don't mean to go down that route. All I'm saying is, she is gonna have to do this. And I'm worried that she's not ready. I'm scared for her. I think about it a lot.
She seems pretty capable. But
That's not what I mean. I
have you
mean,
talked to her about that?
she shrugs and says, no.
Why not?
I had a lot of things I needed to do.
Sounds like an excuse.
It is. It slipped my mind.
So why don't you?
I will. I should bring her on the shopping trip. She probably can't come in the same
No.
vehicle as us, but
I think you should have a one-on-one with her. And he bops her like forehead. Actually listen to her. Instead of being all arrogant and not listening to anyone all the time. He says, fully smiling and repeating her words back to her.
okay.
And leans back.
I don't like that you use my own words against me, but I appreciate it.
Almost like I know you.
It's crazy.
No, I think you should talk to both her and Tetsuya about this.
Yeah, she does.
And if you want someone that's kind of involved but not really, I can be there to mediate.
I feel like I already asked you for so much. I don't want to make you do everything you have.
Hey, you're my subordinate. I'll do anything for you.
She rolls her eyes a little and leans back and says, "Yeah,
And we're friends. So I'm happy to.
how do you feel about what we went through?"
Which thing? We've gone through so much in the last 48 hours.
A dream.
I feel whole.
She nods and smiles a little and says, "I'm glad. I fought pretty hard to help you get that way."
And I appreciate it. I'm glad that you had my back during that.
Well, wasn't that many of us who didn't. She looks up for a second and says, "I like to think we're coming together a little bit."
Me too. I think slowly but surely we're becoming the best team the world has ever seen.
She smiles and like raises her fist to fist bump.
Oh hell yeah, he'll absolutely fist bump her.
uh, she opens her mouth and closes it. "I wasn't gonna tell you this, but I'll tell you."
Ooh, I love secrets. Please.
And she picks up or she stands up, unplugs the TV, reaches over, and like gestures, "Give me your headset," type shit. She points to her ear
He gives it to her.
and she says, "Turn off any monitoring you have."
It's only through there. What are you
She
talking
walks out to
about?
the door, puts it outside of the door for a second, and then
Awesome.
closes it a second, and she says, and then comes back and whispers,
If you want it to be actually secret, you probably should do some kind of mental spell.
she thinks for a moment.
Do you know any?
No. She leans forward and then
Message
whispers.
cantrip.
She does the message cantrip.
Yeah, there you go.
And then says, oh my god, what was I about to say?
Yeah, what's the secret?
Oh my god. Please, ADHD, be manageable for a second. Oh, okay. During that ritual with Templar, there was more than that happened than all of you witnessed. And I'm scared.
Forget. Want the message cantrip? Can he respond or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
What'd we miss?
Amaterasu gave me a sword and told me I had a choice between killing Templar and preventing a tragedy, a very bad one, or not doing that and allowing it to come to pass.
Chose his eyebrows. Okay.
I chose. You know which one I chose.
Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful for it.
She opens her mouth and then closes it and looks down and says, I'm very scared about it. And I don't want to freak her out by telling her.
No, I wouldn't.
And I don't want to because I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to avoid this calamity necessarily. Is it just having kids? Is that what I'm avoiding by not doing that? Well, why would her having a child be a calamity?
I don't know. But I think we should focus on one thing at a time.
What if that's the reason why it happens? Is because we don't focus on it when we should be focusing on it. She like rubs the back of her head.
Again. He pokes her head again, her forehead again. No, that's overthinking. That's how you spread yourself too thin.
That's what I'm
Make
good
poor
at.
choices.
You hear Ho think to you with its limited telepathy.
Stop the cat.
No. Males.
Huh? She looks to the bird.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, it can speak with limited telepathy, yeah.
What did it say?
No
Again?
males.
Well, damn, I'm already your son, so I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I'm the calamity.
No, it's you. Har! It beats its wings.
What does it mean?
Got a real question? You know, let me know.
No.
I think we should put a pin in that.
She nods.
But
Okay.
noted, bird. Noted. You got any other words of wisdom? Let me know.
The bird puts its wing to its chin like it's thinking.
That genuinely does amuse him.
Yeah, it's just thinking.
Hmm.
Mika's thinking as well. I got a gift for you. For
Oh yeah?
it's. Mm-hmm. I think you'll like it. I put a lot of effort into it.
Well, I'm excited.
I made everyone a
Not
gift.
what I'm gonna get you too.
Ooh. She squints and says, "Real? Have you gotten gifts for everyone?"
For the most part, yeah.
That's good. I'm excited for Christmas.
It'll be good. It'll be fun. Much deserved celebration for everything we've been doing as of late. Being heroes and all.
It doesn't feel real.
Christmas or being heroes?
Yeah, the latter.
Well, believe it. I've got plenty of footage to say that we have.
I don't feel like I did very much. I feel like it was everyone together. I don't like when I'm getting so much credit.
Well, I can take more credit if you'd like.
She nods. And
No,
not
you're just
really.
as deserving.
I guess it's like that imposter syndrome or something.
You can be humble and also acknowledge your accomplishments.
I guess I got used to being disappointed in myself. It's like I don't know how to be proud of myself.
Well, we can get Akiko in here, and I'm sure he'll know how to celebrate you.
She raises an eyebrow, like, yeah.
Ho just nods.
See, the bird gets it.
I'd like to do that, but she leads back, crossing her arms. I also want to talk to Psycho.
Ooh, what about?
Yorika.
Well, that's fun.
I mean, if you want to be a fly on the wall, you can stay here and I'll invite him in.
Yeah, sure, why not? Seems fun.
She'll go grab their
She opens the door, and Tommy lifts the HUDs and stuff telepathically to bring it back to them.
Telekinetically.
Telekinetically, I don't know words.
close enough.
Tell us something.
She puts it on her ear and sends a message to Psycho and says, "Can you come to my room? I know I'm not trying to sleep with you." Frowny face.
Good preface.
It's so fucking funny.
Very important preface.
And I guess we both not coming tonight.
Damn.
She sends a surprised emoji, and then continues typing. It says, I'm sure I wouldn't have either way."
Oh.
Damn.
And she looks to Glitch and says, "I think he's coming here."
Sick.
Just for fun, can I have been hanging out with Cyrus?
Ah, fuck yeah.
Where?
His room, your room, in the hall, at the little
room.
convenience store at the front.
Yeah, just
I'm
chilling.
gonna make some tea in the meantime.
Honestly, amazing. We were having a smoke stash. This will be perfect.
Oh, damn y'all for not inviting me.
You're invited now. They're coming to us.
Cyrus is gonna
Sorry,
reply. He's gonna type. According to the Never Have I Ever, you come to everything.
She opens her HUD and then thinks wiser of sending anything else and closes it.
What are you smirking at your phone about?
Cyrus was not smirking, he was very much frowning.
What you frowning at your phone about?
Some bullshit.
Are you coming? She does a question mark.
Why should I?
It's about my cousin.
Is she there?
Not yet,
Then why should I?
because I want to talk to you about her.
Oh yeah, because the last time I had a conversation about your cousin with your family, it went really well.
Question markable. Confused emoji. She sends another message and says, "I need to talk to you.
About what?
My cousin."
All right, Vale. Apparently,
So-
I have to go somewhere.
Yo, can I come?
You know what? Fuck it. Sure. Invite everybody.
He's gonna show up with Vale and Tom. You're gonna be making out of the back conversation or some shit.
You wish.
You fish. We will not put on a show for you.
No, it's secret. We wouldn't know. They'd be behind
How
us.
would you know?
Putting on a show for Cyrus more so.
Oh, truly.
But where are we going?
His room.
Huh?
I don't want to. There's nothing for me in that room.
You understand that makes things even more confusing.
Yeah. Some people just don't take no for an answer. But nonetheless,
decides to
Cyrus
stop.
will get ready. And
He decides to just stop asking questions and just like, I guess I'll figure out what's going on when we get there.
yeah, but I get there. I
Are we
assume
going the
he'll
fast
me.
way or are we walking?
I mean, are we on the same floor?
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
across the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cyrus is gonna open the door. It's right there.
Alright. Removes himself from his seat.
Cyrus kind of raises an eyebrow, like, "What the fuck was you about to do?"
I thought you was gonna do the same thing you did when you appeared in Despair's room.
Yeah, but that was like at the end. Wait, embassy? Embassy? She's at the embassy.
No, that was here. That was here. Despair sleeps in this building.
Okay, well, that was at least a different floor.
It was definitely a different floor.
Yeah, things right there. And at least with Despair, I could have fucked.
Ah. So we're not. You're not fucking Mika. Okay.
Cyrus is upset. He does not speak.
Ray shrugs and just opens the door for him to follow out.
Over there.
Mika lets them in. They
Oh,
see not her
Tyler.
husband, but Tommy in the back cooking.
He's making some tea or hot chocolate. Who knows? He's boiling water or something.
Immediately walk over to Ty.
Hey. Hey! What are you doing here?
What's up? I was chilling with Cyrus and he got called over here. What's going on?
Just watch.
Okay.
You got one?
I'll just help Tommy with whatever he's making. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mika squints at Psycho as he walks in and then says, "Do you actually intend to marry her?"
Maybe.
You see, when I added the actually part, I was kind of looking for a yes or a no. What's the maybe?
It means I don't know.
Gee. She shakes her head and says, I don't think that'll be good enough for Yorica.
Good enough for Yorica or good enough for you?
Both.
I mean, I don't know. She ain't here. I didn't know you was his mom. Her mom.
I'm her older cousin. I'm worried about her.
Cyrus shrugs. You're worried about it that I won't marry her? Or that I'm not certain that I'll marry her?
I'm worried that you're leading her on and just fucking around.
Because I don't know if I'm going to marry somebody that I just started dating at 18?
No, because I don't trust you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I want you, if you are just leading her on, please cut it off with her so she doesn't have to struggle as much. I don't care what you both do
Whoa.
in your own private time between each other. Even if she's married, I don't care. But don't hurt her.
Me? Hurt
Yeah,
women?
you.
I've never done such a thing.
Good.
Cyrus, do you like her? Like, are you actually considering?
Considering marriage
Mm-hmm.
at 18?
Not even necessarily now, but just could you see yourself marrying her?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't see why they need to rush.
That's what I said, but apparently Shugo and Yuta are allowed to marry when they're like in their 20s, but I have no time. All because somebody doesn't trust me.
Mika. Mika stands up off the table and walks over to meet Seiko eye to eye as she says, my father is worried about the upcoming invasion. It'll be a war. He could die. A lot of us could die. He's worried about there being a proper line of succession.
Okay. Who's talking? Whose voice is that?
Jormungandr.
That's low key.
That's funny.
That's Jormungandr.
But that's Jormungandr? That's hilarious.
I have a question, Sam. Has Mika's dad actually tried to have more kids?
Yeah.
Would be good to know.
They do be fucking.
Hey, they be fucking.
Mika shakes her head and says, not that I'm monitoring this.
Oh my god.
But my
it is my
dad's
understanding
been
that
in
they
the
have-
bathroom. Or been in the bedroom.
I have
Not that
never
I'm
once
monitoring
seen my
this, but it
father
is my
purchase-
understanding that they have tried to have more kids.
My father's never once purchased a condom, I'll have you know.
Believe me. So you're beginning to sing this out loud.
Mm-hmm.
The guy. Is Jeremy gonna say anything to that?
they've been trying.
I mean, that's what Mika said, no?
Just kind of slithers around Psycho's waist, up his chest, over his shoulder. So just minding his business, generally.
Like, oh no, don't include me in the conversation. I'm here for snide commentary.
Mm-hmm. I'm not here to counsel you.
Either way, I still don't really know how this is my problem.
Precisely.
I think it became your problem because you with one of the main heirs. So like, they either need you to step in or step out the way. If I'm reading this correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it right. He leans over to Tommy. I'm high as fuck right now, bro. This is awesome.
Fuck, what are you on? I want that.
Squints at
Listen.
Tommy. Can you even get high?
Yes, it is so much easier than drinking.
Oh, shit.
Does that work?
What was that?
I'll say this. I will not be coerced into a marriage until I feel like I am ready to marry. Shugo and Yutaro told me that they married in their 20s. I believe that I should have that same amount of time.
Okay.
What if
She
like
smiles.
what if like hypothetically, you weren't 20 anymore? Like what then? Or you weren't 18 anymore, like what then? Like
The fuck
Out
up.
of curiosity.
No. I know where you're going with that, and stop that.
I appreciate you coming over.
It's a hypothetical. I just wanna see what you're thinking.
She.
I mean, she. What do you mean by that? Keep going.
Like, say you magically got aged up.
But not like, not like old man shit, you feel me? Like on some like real
Nah.
prime years of my life shit, you feel me?
Yeah. Would you marry Yorka then? In this hypothetical, of course.
I mean, and it's hypothetical. I don't know, actually.
From my understanding, you need no bride. And if you did, there are better choices.
She looks over at the steak and says, "Who invited Budget Satan to the conversation?"
Alright, you're not gonna talk to my son like that.
Maybe he better watch his mouth.
Or
She exhales radiant flame.
You
Trying
better
to
pipe
find out.
down.
Alright, that's
We not doing that here.
not mature. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that before it gets started.
hisses at her.
Well,
Hiss.
She She squints at the snake. Mika looks at Psycho and says, I appreciate your answer. It's sufficient. I made a gift specifically for you.
For me?
She nods.
Why didn't you just start with that? What the hell?
I wanted to end on good news.
Hey, what's the gift?
I can't tell you what the gift is. I'll give it to you on Christmas. But-
Sage rolls his eyes.
I'll tell you. She leans forward. It has to do with one of your more recent songs.
What?
That's the only hint you're getting.
Okay.
Don't worry. You'll love it.
Alright, Mika. Are we done here?
She looks behind her and then says, she's gonna look at the time and say, well, we have a little bit of time. You guys wanna do something fun?
What did you
Shoots.
guys smoke? Because I want to get involved in that.
You know, I have a question about this marriage shit.
Fair enough.
Seems to surprise her.
I just hand Tommy a pre-roll. Carry on.
Fuck yeah.
What? Go on. Ask.
So, like, when y'all say marry, it doesn't gotta be on some ceremony shit. Like, it could really just be like sign a paper and call it a day, right?
She shakes her head. I mean, you could marry and then divorce. There's nothing preventing you from doing that.
That wasn't my question. You're telling me that I would have to go through a whole ceremony?
Well, yeah, of course. We're influential political figures. They're gonna expect a lavish wedding.
I mean, theoretically, if you wanted to wait, as you do, and we get into wartime and tragedy strikes and Shugo falls, I don't think there's anything preventing you from getting married then, and then letting the cards play out how they would.
She nods.
Poe ponders that and telepathically thinks aloud. Time. Not enough time. Heirs
What?
produce 9 cycles. Enemy fast.
Who's saying this?
Poe.
The bird. So, they have to have heirs before.
Not
They are chosen.
Not necessary, but advised.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all Japanese prophecy's kind of freaky.
I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Kill the other heirs.
He looks down at Homo.
No,
and
I
says,
know we're not about to be doing that.
that sounds like a little bit too intense.
Then bring them to their knees. They should revere you. They should worship you. Or you then.
Wait, are you suggesting that if they all pick someone, that would work?
If they all agree to marry.
So regardless, they have to marry.
Bird nods.
But after they get married, they could pick someone?
The one who is most suited should step forward, should be honored. Who that is? Looks up to Mika. I cannot foretell.
So what I'm hearing is they could still wait until tragedy.
They can wait until their line is dead. The Omikami will choose another.
Well, you heard it here first.
She shakes her head.
What are you shaking your head for? Like, bro, the birdie just said it.
Did that sound like a desirable option to you?
I mean, I heard y'all got time.
We have a few months, maybe a year at most.
And it's time.
What did he say?
Time is time.
Do you have anything else you'd like to talk about or add? You're here with me now.
I don't like your tone. You're too bossy.
Yermagander slithers onto Cycle's other shoulder. If you are dishonored and the other one is a bastard, does that not just leave Yorika as the only suitable choice?
Mika glares at it as she exhales radiant flame and she says, I will reclaim my honor.
Nonetheless,
Holy shit. Right now, Yorika's in the lead. That's crazy.
is that the truth?
Yes.
Kisses. So the Avatar can go to your heir. Looking at Psycho.
Say that one more time.
So the Avatar can go to your heir.
You know, that's all I know.
King of Mischief. Prince of the Sun.
Yeah, it got a nice little ring to it. I know. You know, thing is, if I get involved, there's only one winner.
Laughs in a hiss.
You have to let the dominoes fall. See what happens.
All the same, there are better choices.
Wait. Yeah, wait, yeah, Mika, wait.
Hmm.
You're okay with the potential ramifications of including Cyrus in this? Because Cyrus doesn't really just join something to lose. So he would just be going for that win. And
Mika
you
looks
I
to
think
found
Vale.
everyone will be.
Mika looks to Vale and smiles and says, "That's okay. I think it would be funny to see Psycho as the avatar and have to put up with that many responsibilities. And I could just go fuck off somewhere and enjoy myself with my husband."
I mean, it would be.
That
Already
Here,
is-
guess what?
That is optimistic.
She raises an eyebrow. Well, Amaterasu wouldn't let you do that. Or let you do otherwise.
What they got to do with me?
What does she mean by that?
Well, if you wanted to be the avatar of Amaterasu.
I wouldn't be.
It would be
your
Yurika. Yeah.
Oh, well. She shrugs.
Lest we forget, that man is already an avatar.
Yep. Man, Avatar power couple. That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not certain Yorika will want to be the avatar or is capable of it.
Cyrus
Have
twiddles
you
his
asked her?
thumbs.
No, we haven't talked.
Then that's crazy.
We might be doing the assumption game again, Mika.
That is insane.
Why don't we invite her over?
Um.
I think that's a great idea.
Wow. Okay.
Mika rings her
This is a
rings
horrible
Yorika's
idea.
phone.
There's sensor text. It's a trap.
She picks up the phone.
Hey Yorika, can you come over to my room? And I know you're in the embassy.
Yeah, right now.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll be right over.
Okay, see you soon.
See you soon. What's up?
She's coming over.
This is gonna be hella awkward. And not for me.
I think this should be a conversation for you three.
Fine.
Me, like, three, like, me?
You, Mika, and Yorika. Yes, those are three.
I feel like,
Unless you want us to stay for whatever reason.
really, it's a conversation between them two. And then
Agreed.
it's a conversation between Eureka and I.
No, I agree with that actually. And he's gonna gesture for Vale to start heading towards the door.
That being said, though, I'll watch.
She extends her hand and says, "We can do
Wait,
this
oh my-
again later, Psycho."
You're so right. I could just watch, but
We can
Oh,
have this conversation with Yorika again later sometime with York, too. If you really want, you can go with Vale.
okay, I kind of want to see what y'all gonna talk about.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already involved anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's really
Well.
find out just how much she doesn't want to be Avatar.
Tommy, are you involved?
Yes, actually, but
Damn.
I think
You know, I know I'm a taken man, but I didn't even get an offer. That's crazy.
it's almost like you're a taken man.
Yeah, but who knows that?
Tell me, but I'm joking. That was a joke.
I'll wait.
You wait. After a few minutes, there's a knock at the door.
Ah, shit. I'm
I
not
guess we're
technically
staying.
involved. Yeah,
I'll get
No,
the door.
it's good. Tommy, I'm stepping in your shadow real quick.
Okay.
He just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Cyrus opens the door.
Cyrus opens the door. And out from the hall enters Yorika, holding Tommy. Oh. Hey, Cyrus.
I was fucking tripping, bro. I forgot her tiger's name's fucking Tommy.
I know.
I was like, what the
It would
fuck?
be so cute if Yorika did get with Tommy and she had Tommy
oh
the
my
tiger.
God.
Tommy Jr.
Good lord. Cyrus is right there.
Sorry. My shipping instincts.
Cyrus will grab her by the waist, say, hello, beautiful, and then give her a kiss. But it's a very non-PG, PDA kiss.
Babe, I didn't expect you here. Thanks for the kiss. It is a very PG, not beachy kiss at first. She kind of like looks over her shoulder, peeking an eye open. I think there's people
Mika
here.
looks like she disapproves.
Tommy just waves, smirking.
Unless there's supposed to be people here?
Yeah, no, we really just chilling,
They're
and
involved.
now you're
somewhat.
here.
She
I,
fixes her hair a little bit, looking over at Mika.
Gestures for Yorika to come over to her with her head.
She runs her hand along Cyrus's stomach and then drops Tommy on the ground and starts wandering a boot.
Glitch, like, squats down and does the grabby hands towards the tiger to, like, play with it. Immediately.
Approaches him cautiously, getting a few sniffs in.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy can pick it up. You know?
Fuck yeah.
Mika walks over to her cousin and gives them a tight hug.
Gives a tight hug back. Kind of nuzzles her cheek against hers.
You seem to be in good health.
Then
What was that?
he's just calling over over their shoulders, like, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Oh, thank you.
I am. Yeah, I'm healthy. How are you?
Mika. Mika smiles and exhales. Exhales a little fire. She says, "Radiant."
Like blinks a few times at that. Mm-hmm. Is everything okay?
Yes, everything's great.
Jesus Christ.
What about you? She's looking at her, but like for the briefest second, Psycho sees Mika glance at him.
She's looking at Mika, and then for the briefest second, she sees Yorika glance at Glitch behind her.
This little head nod to her.
You know, I'm a little confused right now. I thought I was coming here to talk to you, but here's Cyrus and Glitch, right?
They're both involved in this question.
Oh, is this a suitor thing?
A little bit.
She grimaces. Okay.
Do you want the responsibility that being chosen by Amaterasu would provide?
Well, that's the way to word it.
She pauses at that. So, light redness that comes to her cheeks. Kind of folds her arms, holding herself. I don't want it, but she kind of glances at Tommy and then to Mika, finding Mika's eyes. I think I have to.
She shakes her head and says, "You don't have to."
You say that, but I don't know. You have a lot on your plate already, and we don't even know who Tetsuya is. It just kind of has to be me.
Mika makes up. Yeah? She didn't expect that answer. She seems to take that, seems to like send her a second. She doesn't expect that. And why couldn't it be me?
Do you want it?
She thinks for a moment. I want what's best.
And I think it's
And I don't
best
wanna-
that I have it.
She opens her mouth and closes it, and then opens it again and says, "Maybe."
No, it's definitely better that I have it than you. For your sake. I also think for Uncle Masato's sake too.
Why do you feel that way?
Because last time I talked to you, you were... She, like, looks over at Tommy and then back over her shoulder at Cyrus. Do you want to talk with them around?
Just say it. I don't care.
We can leave if you'd rather privacy.
If you can leave for a split second, yes. I guess we could come find you in your room.
We could wait in the hall.
I don't know how long it'll take. Might as well just go enjoy yourselves during this time off. We'll come find you.
Looks to Cyrus. Seems how he's gauging that. Can't take that as he's chill with it. Still carrying Tommy. He's gonna start walking.
I'll make Tommy a thing that everyone can interact with.
Give me the little guy.
He's a little guy.
There, should be available.
Go with Cyrus. Wherever the fuck in the hallway. I don't know.
Oh,
Mika walks past Yorika and shuts the door, and you hear some sort of locking mechanism as Mika locks the door. She'll go back
Which
to Yorika.
says to the group that he is now with, paranoid about Milo.
I mean, if that man wanted to get into a room, we watched him walk through a bathroom stall. I feel like he could probably just get in.
Yeah, probably, but
As soon as the doors close, she switches to Japanese. You see her attitude get a lot more, like, fast-paced and excited. But excited in the sense of she's very worried. Well, the last time we talked, like, you broke down and you were crying and everything was, like, crashing down around you. I was really worried that, like, you know, something bad was gonna happen to you. And yeah, it looks like things have gotten better. You got Akihiko-kun, and things are looking good between you and Uncle Masaru. But if you don't have to do it, then I should.
Mika walks up and takes her hands. This is Yorika.
She's looking at you.
What do you think of me?
Like, everything I could be if, you know, I wasn't so lazy and distracted. I don't know, you're like better than me at everything.
That's not true.
Except guys, I guess.
That seems to wound her. She was about to say something and then she like turns her head, is like, ow. Sorry, that hurt my feelings a tiny bit.
Oh, don't let it hurt your feelings. You have a husband now. You don't have to worry about guys ever again. Unless that's a thing you and Nakahiko are into, but that's none of my business. I'm pretty sure
shakes her head.
Akihiko's good with guys anyway.
She shuts her eyes and says she got stun locked again. Yorika. You are 18. She shakes her hands lightly and says, you are 18. You don't have to be good at everything. You're still figuring out who you are.
He like, kind of looks at the ground, unsure of that. And who are you, exactly? You know, what do you want?
She releases one of her hands and then the other, and crosses her arms in thought. I want to build and make things. She looks to Yorika. I want to
She nods.
heal everyone's wounds. I want to build a better Japan. And I can't do that on my own. And I
Like-
think it will be harder if I wasn't the Avatar.
She sighs and huffs a little. I don't know why you think the Avatar is like gonna fix everything. It doesn't do the things you want, Mika.
It's not about fixing my problems. I don't
You
need.
want to build things. You want to heal people. You want to, I don't know, it's like be a leader, right?
Yes.
The Avatar's a destroyer. It doesn't build. It doesn't help people. It takes. Preferably bad things, you know? Yokai. Reduce them to ashes. Our enemies. Intimidate them until they fold. You know? That's what the Avatar of the Sun does. It's a justice bringer. It's not... She like pauses and thinks. Looks over at Holo. It doesn't have a plan to make things better. It's there to stop things from getting worse. At least that's what Aunt Joji and Aunt Kana said. And Uncle Masaru every now and again.
She nods.
Mika, you're meant to be Lord Tokugawa. You know, you're meant to lead the Dragon Clan. I think you'd be
She
good
shakes
at it.
her head. No, Yorika. She looks her dead in the eye. Mika's never been more serious in this moment. As she says, I want you to lead the Dragon Clan.
She just blinks at her. Why?
She looks like she wants to turn away, as if she's like nervous about something, and she says, I think I have important things that I will likely need to attend to, and I don't think I'll be able to lead the clan.
Important things? More important than the clan?
She nods.
Like what?
She looks at over her and she says, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah?
She does like a give it here gesture.
Okay. Just kind of pulls her shirt forward a little bit, pulls it from her cleavage, hands it to her.
Mika looks at her and says, that's incredibly dirty.
What? I shower?
Yeah, your phone. Don't you know how many germs are collected on... Never mind. She... Does it have a battery on it?
Yeah, it would.
Mika takes out the battery and then puts the phone down and taps her HUD and turns it off. And says, I want to change the politics of our country. And to do that, I don't think I can be the clan leader and facilitate change. Sounds like too many hats at the same time.
Furrows her brow. What do you want to change it to?
She looks up. I was thinking a republic or something like that.
Oh, like the old system.
But better.
She frowns. And you want to throw on the hat of being the Avatar on top of that too? I don't know how you're gonna be able to do it, Mika.
Which is why I want you to be the clan leader.
She sighs and shakes her head. I don't know how to do that either. I don't lead people. I mind my business. I fight. I train. I help Uncle Tora every now and again with some of his like yokai raids. But like, I don't know politics in court and stuff like that.
Yorika, that is what. She calms down a second as she realized she was starting to get a little heated. She. Okay. Yorika, when you assume responsibility, this is what your life is going to look like. What do you think being the Avatar is like? Think my dad's just going around killing demons all the time?
Yeah? Isn't that why he's always, at home?
She looks exhausted by that statement. She says, your dad has more freedom than my dad does
Well, that's
to do that sort of thing.
That's because he works in the police with, Uncle Iwakiri. I figured that's probably what I would do too. Well, until all of this happened.
There's a couple problems. I see. Yorika. She's gonna walk over to the table to sit down so they're not standing the whole time. And
Follow her to the table.
says, I don't think you should marry Psycho.
He frowns, rolls her eyes. Yeah, me too.
Trust me, I liked Psycho too. Maybe not in the same way.
Stupid
Smiles.
Fembry.
Yeah.
What if?
I think. What if?
I mean, I haven't really talked to Tetsuya, but what if he's worthy? What if he'll be a good avatar? Like, kill yokai everywhere, including Japan.
Nika folds her hands and shakes her head no.
Kinda rounds her eyes a little. Do you know what he's like?
A little bit.
Does he want to be Avatar?
I'm not sure. Can't tell if it's out of spite or actual desire.
Grimaces. He doesn't like us, does he?
Your dad kind of screwed things up with him, so I don't blame him.
What doesn't he screw up? She huffs, frustrated. See flames and smoke escape her.
Yorika, your father fought hard to give us our lives we have now. He fucks up every so often, and that's okay. Everyone fucks up. We make mistakes and then we improve. He deserves respect for all the things you've done. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. He's a warrior of high honor and everything, but... I mean... He was a good dad to me. He's still a good dad to me. Just... It feels like I could have had a brother. And him being the way he is... Yes. She grabs her face, pulling her face. There's just so much going on. I don't want this. But it feels like everything and everyone is telling me I need to step up and do better. So she sighs again, more smoke escaping her. Why don't I just do better? Why don't I just be the thing everyone wants me to be? You know, be a Tokugawa. Be a tiger stepmaster. Be the Avatar. At least then I'll have more power to do what I want.
What do you want to do, Yorika? Mika stands up and sits in front of her.
I plays with her hair a little. I don't know, just see what's outside of Japan. I wanna see America. There's a lot of cool things there. Never been.
There are.
I don't know. Just not fight. I don't want to fight. What's that cheesy movie thing they say? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Mika,
I want to take you places. You know, I want to show you cool things and go on vacations and stuff. With with Akihiko. He's really cute, by the way. He's really sweet.
yeah,
And
Yorika.
have someone I like there too.
Yorika.
That's her.
Why would you want to be Avatar if that's what you want to do?
Listen, I get to say what goes. She looks at Mika seriously. Then no one can tell me I can't do something. Only person I answer to is the Omikami. If she has me going around killing demons and stopping villains from, overthrowing the government and killing innocent people and poisoning the water and all this other stuff, I'll do that. I don't like fighting, but I'm good at it. I could get better. Maybe I'll even learn to like it. That's what my dad said, at least. Figured maybe I should start listening to people instead of just doing what I want. Look how well that's gone for me.
She deeply contemplates her words.
You shouldn't be Avatar, Mika. I don't think it's because you wouldn't be a good one. It's just, I don't think it's good for you. The things you want to do, I don't think being the Avatar, you're gonna be able to. I don't think the Omikami's gonna let you. You'll have all this responsibility. You'll never be home like Uncle Masaru. You'll never see your husband and your kids.
Yorika. No matter what I do, that's going to be my fate.
No. That's where you're wrong. You can be the Dragon Clan leader. You could be with your family. You can change the system if you want. Go back to the democratic system. Then you wouldn't have all these noble responsibilities. You could just be Mika Tokugawa, a rich girl with a cute husband and cute kids and your own little private security force. And yeah, if the government calls on you to serve in the military, you serve. I will too. So we are.
We have different priorities, Yorika. You're right. I do care about those things. But there's also something else I care about a lot.
What's that?
She opens her mouth and closes it. I don't feel like you need to take on the responsibility.
Neither do you. Neither does Tetsuya. No one needs to do this. But
She shakes her head. I want to do this.
do you really?
Yes.
She looks back at the table. Takes a deep breath in. Then I want it to.
Mika stands up and takes a few steps around, as if that was very frustrating for her to hear.
That way, if you really want it, then the Omikami will give it to you if you're worthy. But I don't want you to have it. So I guess she rolls her eyes. I guess that means I want it.
She has her back to her. She just like leans on the counter for a second.
Why can't you just, stop worrying so much about this? You have like 10, 20 other things to worry about. Why is this one so important? Do you think I'd be a bad avatar?
She shakes her head no.
She looks at Ho. Mika collects herself.
She shakes her head and then eventually turns around and sits back down. And she sniffles a little as she wipes her face and she says, Yorka, this is going to sound selfish. But this is how it feels. I feel. Some part of me, if I didn't become the Avatar, would be disappointed in myself. I don't think I could ever let that go. I don't think I could live with that regret. It hurts even now thinking about it. I don't think it's gonna get any better.
Bites her lip in frustration. Yeah, that makes two of us. Maybe the Omikami had it planned out like this. Maybe it's fate that we have another Tokugawa in the run. Maybe it's not for either of us. This is the Omikami's way of giving us an out. Do what we want to do. Focus on our own problems.
Mika looks at Yorika and says, I want to be the Avatar.
Guess you'll just have to win it.
Yeah.
Mika. Is there any part of you that thinks maybe it's just you have a different fate? That you're meant to do something else?
No.
Maybe something better?
I don't believe in fate. Mika smiles. She understands the humor of the statement.
Takes another deep breath in. Exhale smoke. If any one of us are
We're
gonna
going-
be Avatar, then we need to get me and Tetsuya married.
Yeah, we do.
She grimaces, and then you see stress building on her face. And then one of us needs to give birth to twins.
That sounds like it'd be a large barrier to traveling.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it would hurt like hell.
Yeah.
At least they wouldn't be alone.
Mika shakes her head and walks over and says, Yorika, you're never going to be alone.
She looks up to Mika, unsure of that. If you're the Avatar, I don't know if I'll be able to help you. Like, nowhere near as good as my dad. I don't think either of us are as good as them when they had to, go to war and do everything.
Mika shakes her head. I disagree.
Either way, I'm not that good. So, if you're gonna go off and do missions and fight monsters and bad guys, and I'm gonna be in Japan, rolls her eyes, leading the Dragon Clan or whatever.
No, Yorika. If you want to travel the world, you can travel the world. I don't need you to lead the Dragon Clan. I can always leave that up to Akihiko.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly.
I at least give you enough time to get bored of traveling.
Maybe. If America's not a burning pile of rubble by the time it's all over. If
They flip-flop
they have
every so often, so it's hard to tell what direction they're going.
And then if they haven't burned through Shanghai all the way to the homeland.
The reason I offered for you to lead the Dragon Clan is because I thought you wanted. more. I thought you were ambitious in the same way I am.
I want
But it sounds like
things.
you want different.
I want
You want different things. Yes.
different things. It's not like I don't think I'd like it. You know, the power, guys kneeling, worshiping me and stuff. Yeah. It sounds good. Servants tending to me day in and day out.
You pretty much already get that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to lead a clan.
I don't have to lead a clan to do it. Exactly. Just get all this extra responsibility for what? Have to marry someone I don't want to marry. Have kids with somebody I didn't want to have kids with. Do whatever the Shogun says, even if I don't want to do it.
Or you could marry somebody outside of the country. You could not live in
There's
Japan.
no way I can marry someone outside of the clan system and then still lead the Dragon Clan.
No, that's what I'm saying, Yorika. She reaches forward and like grabs her shoulders and says, "You don't need to lead the Dragon Clan.
Are you gonna lead them?
I can do it, yes."
Then you shouldn't be Avatar.
I can do both.
No. She grabs Mika's face back. I'm here to help you, Mika. Your cousin.
No, Yorika. You are not here to help me. You are here to live your life. I'm here to live my life. We don't live our lives and sacrifice them for others. That's important. It's a noble virtue to follow. I understand and agree with your sentiment. But your life should be lived in the way you see enjoyment and fulfillment. And if you think that life wouldn't bring you joy and fulfillment, you shouldn't pursue it. The only reason I am pursuing it is because I think it will give me fulfillment and joy. Because I genuinely want it. You do not genuinely want it. You want freedom. You want to be able to go around the world and do whatever you want. You want to go to America. And we shouldn't get in the way of that. That's not what our parents wanted.
I don't think it matters what they want anymore, Mika. I think it just matters what
Yeah.
we want. And
Exactly, and that's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, there isn't a path that I can walk. I don't ruin things for you, and also get to do what I want.
What do you mean? What are you gonna ruin for me?
I have to marry somebody, preferably before the Vempri come, so that we can fulfill
No,
the prophecy.
You don't have to. She shakes her head. You don't have to. I would want you to, but you don't have to.
So what happens if she grimaces?
I have faith no matter what, that things will work out.
Takes a deep breath in. I think you're right. I think things will end up okay. But I'm still gonna try and make things better for you.
She exhales. Yorika, please.
No. This is what I want.
It sounds like the opposite of what you want.
I can't have everything I want, Mika. So I'm picking the things that are most important to me.
I'm
You're more
telling you, you
important to
can
me.
have the things that you want.
No. S- I want more than that. And I'm not gonna get those things unless I start trying now. Unless I start working harder now. I can travel the world. I can go to America. But only if there's an America left standing. Only if there's a world to see. And I don't think just doing nothing is gonna help you become Avatar, or help you lead the Dragon Clan, or help Uncle Masaru beat the Vampire. I have to do something.
Have you considered that being ourselves is how we continue the clan? Whether or not we lead it or whether or not it exists at all?
The clan
If
continues.
both of us sacrifice ourselves to perform our duty, then we're just both dead. And there's no more clan left.
The clan survives when we produce heirs. That's the way it's always worked, Mika. We can want more, and I do want more, and I'm going to get more. You're not gonna stop me. Yomikami isn't gonna stop me. That's just the truth. We're Tokugawas as long as we can make more Tokugawas. Family. Duty, honor.
My girlfriend's so hot, guys.
Nice.
Mika looks frustrated.
Have you considered the third option who genuinely wants it?
I'm gonna talk to Tetsuya.
Huh?
I'd like for you to be there with me.
Okay.
Me too.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you were there or not. We got pulled out into the hallway pretty early on.
What?
Oh yeah, we are not there.
Yeah, we were not present.
Damn.
Sorry, bruh. They were like, private moment, please. And we're like, yep.
Oh. Yaniko is just
Okay.
more so asking if Hinatori wanted what she did.
This is easily one of the most frustrating conversations I've ever had. She says honestly.
I'm sorry. Just there's been a lot going on, and there's no one really I've had to talk to about it.
I'm sorry.
She nods.
I should have been a better older cousin. I should have been stronger, I think. But I'm still growing and I'm still learning too. Sometimes I'm weak. But I think when we're weak, it teaches us how to be strong.
I don't know. I like getting things right the first time.
I think that's a cute way to think. But don't think it's practical.
No, it's definitely not practical. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be any less bitchy about it. She stands up and hugs Mika.
She hugs her.
Whatever happens, I'm confident we'll both be happy at the end of it. I'll make sure we are.
I'm not confident of that.
She, like, sighs while hugging Miko.
You have to also understand this all gets in the way of other things I want to do.
Yeah, like what? She lets it go.
Like having a family.
No?
I kind of want little Tokugawas running around before my parents die, you know? It'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Being an aunt would be really... I'd like that. But then that
Well, I
means
mean,
you can't fight.
I would be that.
She, like, points her finger at her sternly.
Only for a few months. Like I guess it's kind of like a year. But
They're coming in June. It's about to be January. I want to do that and have you fighting. Period.
can't do that anyway. I can't have kids until you're married.
I'm gonna
And
fix
Tetsuya's
that.
married. How are you going to fix that? She puts her hands on her hips. Because I would like to know. I'm kind of worried about it.
Just because Cyrus doesn't want to marry me doesn't mean there aren't thousands of other men lining up, begging for it.
Yeah, but are those men we would approve of?
Are you gonna start telling me no, Mika?
Do I have to?
She squints at her,
She squints back.
puts her hands on her hip. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear that.
You better make some good choices then.
You're one to talk. She turns around. She's gonna walk out.
As she starts walking up, Mika says, "That was a good one."
Alright, boys, you can come back.
Sick.
Eyes kind of linger on Tommy for a second. Turns back inside.
Yeah?
In front of your
In
Cyrus
front of
Owl is crazy.
His eyes just go from her with like the surprise, like, yeah, and then he looks to Cyrus.
Telepathically, you will hear from Vale, yeah?
And then it's gonna re-enter, but he'll gesture for Cyrus if he wants to go first.
What did I miss?
Not a damn thing.
You're fine. No, I will be honest. Eureka came out. I was like, okay, boys, you guys are welcome back in. And then before she leaves, lingers her eyes on Tommy for a second, and then walks back in.
I'll pay no mind.
Well, Tommy's
Like,
gesturing
gosh,
if he wants to enter first.
He will enter first.
Enter because of the fucking tiger. There we go. Oh, I got the tiger stuck in the doorway.
No.
Whoops.
He like
Bro,
rips onto the
skirt.
wall.
I mean, no.
Mika
Bad.
Mika looks at Tommy as I assume he takes a seat at the table.
Yeah.
Mika looks exhausted. Like that drained all the energy from him.
Questioning eyebrow raise.
There you go, sits down, crossing her legs.
Fuck around with the tiger in his arms.
Gonna rest her hand on her chin, looking between Tommy and Cyrus. So.
Good talk.
Would either of you be interested in getting married on paper only? No ceremony, just, you know, legality thing.
Another
is the conversation
telepathic.
we're having?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well,
Wait, seriously?
I mean,
Okay, well, I should preface, I do want a ceremony eventually.
I'm gonna have that ceremony when you're both in your 20s.
I mean, if we're alive that long.
You couldn't have kids. Mika looks to you.
Yorika
wait, who can have kids?
looks. Yorika meets
Have you
Mika's
thought about that?
eyes, just stares at her. I can't have kids?
Mika looks like extremely perplexed. She says, until the one who is chosen has twins, none of us can have kids.
That's not what that said.
That's super not what that said, but Glitch doesn't
Isn't
know
it?
that, so no, it's you have to get married, and when everyone's married, then you can start having kids, and whoever has the twins
It's the
is
one who
the
is
avatar.
worthy.
Yeah.
Does Glitch say
Oh.
that out loud?
No, because Glitch doesn't know the fucking prophecy, because they've been vague as
Well,
fuck about
This
it.
is us
Ray-
meta-wise
Ray-
reminding
Let
me
me
what
tell
was
you- Let me
said.
tell you, Ray, who did hear her say the prophecy fresh, says all of this shit to Glitch telepathically.
Oh, awesome.
Cyrus also
Then
knows
yeah,
it.
he does.
Cyrus also knows the prophecy.
Cyrus also knows.
I know. But Yorika was more so like glaring at Mika, like she was telling her she can't do something.
Like she can't do a thing. Yeah, no, that's fair.
But you also couldn't have children while not married. That would
They're
awful.
technically married.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't
but not-
have children.
I mean,
until
if we're
I'm-
not married, we can't have children. And believe me, I know.
She just
Yeah?
goes wide-eyed at that.
Another telepathic. Yeah.
The
Wait.
like Loki's subtle approving grin Glitch has for Psycho in that moment. Like, I respect that.
She turns red, opens her mouth to say something, pivots immediately. Listen, the prophecy said.
Yeah, so this means that if we were to marry, that would mean that you'd be able to have kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
This man is a demon.
Cyrus.
I mean, bro, like it was a good run.
She puts her hands in her. She puts her face in her palms. Get out! No, I can't see you right now. Get out.
What?
I think he's joking. I think that was a joke. Right, Cyrus?
Cyrus raises an eyebrow and gives a very like, yeah, but it's a very like, they're telling me to say yeah. I'm being forced to say yes right now.
Of course, I was joking, sweetie.
Uh-huh,
else would I be doing?
Absolutely.
Takes a
Mika
sharp
insight.
inhale. Mika insight.
You get insight to see the truth.
Good lord.
The deal breaker.
Can I see
I
it?
can't
People
hit it
believe so.
raw. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. This is just
Yeah,
not gonna work
I can't
out.
actually be. I can't marry you.
It's just not gonna work out. Sorry.
It's like, why would I nerf myself, you know?
I guess it wasn't meant to be.
I was having a blast, man.
You can say that again.
Do you actually want him to leave Yorika?
She sighs, embarrassed. Oh, just stop talking. Look, I'm not planning on getting pregnant anytime soon. Okay? Looks at Mika and then Cyrus. And then kind of like embarrassedly glances at Glitch, who's just sitting in on this.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, just because I'm married doesn't mean you are. Or Tetsuya.
Mika looks confused. Wait, you're planning to get married that quickly? You have plenty of time to make a choice.
On paper.
It's just an on
Keep it
paper
on
thing,
paper.
and then you'll be enabled to do it whenever you want.
No, I wouldn't because Tetsuya is the barrier. I assume me and you can work out when it happens because we do it at the same time.
You don't think
That's I would
Tetsuya's
hope.
gonna, just get married to Ritsa or something? That's what they do all the time.
I don't know.
I mean, if we can do these in marriages, but like, it's well, it's not just a
I
piece of paper,
plan
but
on talking to him about this.
Yeah, what's your thing? You know him? Like, closely, you said? What's he like?
Mischievous giggles from Ray.
He's a very determined and honorable man.
Okay, but like, what's he actually like?
Me trying to think of description words for him.
Like, thank you for the politically correct thing to say, but like, is he a
Mm-hmm.
good person? Is he nice to is he nice to people? Is he
Yeah.
planning on taking over the world? Like,
No.
imagine doing that.
What's he like? Played rock, paper, scissors for a phone number. I don't know.
Well, like I said, he's ambitious. Has his own pride. Maybe that's a Tokugawa thing. He leads with his heart. And his heart is in the right place.
would he look after Japan? You think?
I think you should talk to him.
I plan to, but I don't want to get lied to.
He's not one to lie.
I don't know that.
I
So I'm-
do.
Yeah, but she nods.
I'm not gonna speak on his behalf on concerns of yours whenever you could have that conversation yourselves. But if people are in need, doesn't matter who, he's the kind of person to go to their aid.
Even us. Even
Why wouldn't he?
We weren't there for him.
Then do what you can to make it up to him. Embrace him.
Sharply inhales. Best thing to do, have her marry Mika, but that's not gonna happen.
No, that's a bad idea.
It's the politically best move. She like rubs her temples. Okay, yeah. Is he like sassy? Cause can't guarantee I'll be nice if he is.
He's Yutero's son. What do you expect? Of course he's gonna be sassy.
Yeah. But I mean,
She says
you're
to
siblings,
Yutero's daughter.
right? So.
Okay.
Mika knows what she said to who she said.
So fucking funny.
That was it. That was a subtle jab towards Goreka as well.
Maybe I should talk to him alone.
I need to talk to him too.
Yeah, but you get on my nerves. And we're family.
You get on my nerves as well.
Yeah, you see, it works. Because we're family. I don't... You know...
He's family too.
I guess technically.
No, not technically. He is family.
She shakes her head.
Mika's right about that.
No, he's not. But it's not to say I don't want him to be. It's just I don't know him like that. I don't know if I can trust him.
She
I want
shakes her
to,
head.
though. She kind of looks over at Tommy. Round eyes. I do want to. I just don't want to mess things up when I talk to him. I want things to go good. And on a positive note.
And just be authentic. Don't try to bullshit him.
He grimaces immediately. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's in the hands of the Omikami, I guess.
He seemed like a cool guy.
This is easily the most frustrating conversation I've had today. And I've
You
had a lot of
said-
conversations today.
Does Mika say that?
Yes.
Ooh.
That does
Mika-
actually make Tommy laugh.
Mika turns around in her chair and looks at Psycho. And she squints her eyes a little.
Not the womp womp.
Oh, the womp womp is fucking hilarious.
Yorika would scowl at Cyrus. Don't do that. That's my cousin.
Mika turns around and looks at York and says, Domino doesn't have very much respect for our clan. Besides Tommy.
Wow, what a weird assumption about me. Telepathically, too. About me.
Is that true?
Me crying in Remnant.
Not at all true.
Vale.
She's
Well,
Not at
Vale
all
hasn't.
true.
Well, Vale hasn't
I
really
thought
interacted with them. So I
Cordelia
hope
was
he has a...
cool. Does she not like us?
No, she very much likes you all. Mika's making assumptions.
She does a shaky hand gesture.
It's insane.
What did she
She likes some of
say?
us.
I'm not even there to
She's
defend
conflicting.
myself.
Who doesn't she like? Is it me?
She got into a just. No, it had to do with my father. Relax, slow down.
She doesn't like Uncle Masaru? What did he do?
Okay, slow down. Okay, they just got. I don't know precisely. They just. She was just having issues with them.
Oh. No, I know what that was about, and it wasn't about your culture.
Tommy, save
Mika,
me. Save me, Tommy.
Mika,
He didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Now he does. Yeah, no.
I'm still mad about it.
You should
About what
probably
you guys did, by the way.
not talk about others in a negative manner without fully knowing the story of things, Mika.
She taps the table and looks at Tommy and says, Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you guys returned our stuff, by the way. I know I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. Cyrus blinks out, blinks back with a sword.
Why do you have that?
So I could give it back. Duh.
Tommy, I'm being so fucking real right now. Is the venomous Naginata stolen property?
I don't even know. I'm gonna be so honest.
Yes, it is. The
Mm.
venomous
I didn't
prop-
really even take this. This was given to me for my efforts.
The venomous Naginata. The venomous.
I was there when you
the,
took it.
the venomous aspect of the Naginata is not stolen. It was just a like special katana, and then they gave it to. Funnily enough, Raijin gave it to Sandman, and Sandman upgraded it into the venomous Naginata.
So it's a Tokugawa blade that someone that's been custom tricked out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You can always ask to just keep it.
Razor's like, well, I didn't steal it.
We can work with the team in getting all of the Togawa items that was gotten.
I fucked
Here
with this
home.
weapon. I don't want to return
Why
it.
did you guys steal stuff
We
from
can discuss
us?
it. Riding the high of slaying a bunch of Omikami. I couldn't tell you.
Did you steal anything?
No.
She thinks on that. That brute stole some stuff, didn't he? The big one, Milo.
Yes.
Milo even steal everything?
Yes. I'll figure
Y'all
it out.
wallet for that.
But I'm still mad about that. And I felt like you should know, Yorika.
Yeah. It's not cool. There's so much stuff we could just give away. Why steal our stuff? Just ask for it.
I did not steal it.
How did you get the sword?
Yo, they gave it to me.
Looks to Mika.
She shakes her head.
Who gave it to you?
And here I am giving it back. Polished. Come on, baby. Remember that one time when I beat your ass with this sword?
Mika looks at Yorika like, what does he mean by that?
Yeah, but
Barring.
who gave you that sword?
Listen, man. I was literally out there learning the tiger step with you. You really don't think that they would give me a sword for how well I was doing?
Dude,
What is this fucking gaslighting?
I
so you're
love
saying
this.
Uncle Iwakiri gave you that sword.
I didn't say that. I said
Did you find
That-
that sword in the Imperial domain? I didn't know we had
Well-
Tokugawa swords there.
no. I'm saying one of the people that were looking after the estate gave it to me.
She blinks at him. I have no way of. There's like 3 people still alive from our estate.
Yes, you'll never know.
Fine.
Mika
sure.
extends her hand.
I mean,
But it's okay though, because I mean, like, obviously, you know, despite the fact that I helped save that estate, you guys really want this sword back, so you can have the sword back.
Thank you.
No problem.
She take- She looks at Yorika, and Mika doesn't say anything, and she tries to like hide the look, but it's like a, what do you see in this guy kind of look. Like she
Don't
just
look
she's
at her
like,
like that.
Be like, is this your man?
Looking
Yeah, are you
at me
sure about
like
this?
that when I'm giving you the sword back that I got for saving y'all estate is crazy. You asked for it back, I gave it back, and you looking at me crazy like I'm
She
doing
was
something
looking at
wrong.
that. She was looking at Yorica like that.
Yeah,
Don't
but you're
look at her
judging
like that.
him. You're
You're
judging
judging me.
him. Yeah. You're
I'm
not getting
giving
away
it
with this,
back.
B.
Realistically, if I was such an untrustful person, I could have just kept this shit.
You didn't even need to say anything.
But here I am giving it back. I'm sure other people in this room got this shit. Got some shit from me at home. They not returning it. You know why? Because they are not, well, they not as honest as me.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying, I'm sure I'm not the only person who got something from that house. But I'm the only person who just gave some shit back.
Mika crosses her arms and looks at Yorica.
I'll figure out what happened if anything else was taken.
I guess I'll remove my katana that I literally only used to beat Yurika in that one sparring.
That's funny.
How will I
I'm back.
survive? Me, the spellcaster.
Mm-hmm. Whatever shall you do?
I really took that sword for the love of the game.
Yeah.
I was never gonna use that shit. Yo, the one time I used that shit, I was like, bro, why am I doing 1d6 damage when I can be doing like 76?
All right. Is there anything else?
Do I get anything cool for writing or for signing my name on this marriage certificate? Shugo was talking
Talk
crazy.
about it later.
Um, we talking about it before.
No, because we're not gonna do it now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as long as it's before.
Yeah, we'll talk about it before.
It was an idea. I
think
just,
a couple more conversations need to be had.
yeah, I wanted. I didn't think you'd actually be interested.
I don't know why everyone think that I'm such a bad person, but
No, it's just, I didn't. I don't know why you would want to marry me.
yeah, because I just date people I don't fuck with.
Obviously, you like how I look, you like how I treat you, but you know, marriage is a whole different thing.
We gotta work on that. The self-esteem is not given.
Not giving.
It's not giving.
She blinks at him.
He's,
Crosses our
I think
arms.
What
she said
happened?
you're a great
What happened to
person.
the hot? What happened to the hot? I don't need the Omikami. I'll get more than the Omikami. You feel me? I'll get more out of my life than doing XYZ. What happened to that? Where was that energy? That shit was hot. Like, you feel me? You was talking about how, you know, this little Omikami shit doesn't define your life.
Slowly builds a smirk.
What happened to that? I liked that shit.
Cyrus-kun, I'm settling for you.
Damn.
Oh, whatever makes you sleep at night.
She smiles.
I don't know, Mika. They seem like a pretty good pair to me.
conversation is physically painful to me.
So everybody get naked and have sex?
Mika like turns around in her chair and says, "This is my cousin." What are you talking about?
Yorika looks at Tommy and just turns red. Yeah, that's my cousin. Not with her.
Go do it in somebody else's room.
Yeah.
And okay. Eureka, you stay here. Everybody follow me.
The Eureka thing?
Oh, I meant Mika. My bad.
Okay, Vale says, if I had a nickel for every time I've been hiding in someone's shadow, and then suddenly group sex was proposed, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot of nickels, but it's strange that it's happened twice within the past 48 hours.
Tommy laughs at that.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the embassy. If anyone would like to walk me back,
Mika,
you're welcome to. He stands up.
Mika extends her sword. That was just given to her.
She takes it. I guess I'll take this with me. She puts it on her like rope belt with her other katana. Slides in place.
Sash will walk out with her.
Mika gives her a hug before she leaves.
Gives her a hug back. Rubs her cheek.
She whispers, "You're gonna give me a headache." I love you though.
That's what I'm here for. Love you too.
As Tommy heads out with the others, he turns back to Mika. I hope this conversation was insightful.
Oh, it definitely was. She sits on the table and like rubs her temples.
I left the pot going, so you should have tea ready here in about. And I'll
Now
head out.
it just starts steaming.
Yeah. And he heads out. But I can't leave my room.
You don't have to roleplay this, but Mika messages her husband and says, "I need to talk." And this sad emoji.
No, because I want to know what she's gonna say.
No.
Kihiko would have been chilling in the convenience store talking to Fulani. Gets a text. On my way. Then you guys catch him in the hallway on your way out of the apartments.
Wave to him.
Bows to Yorika. Passes by. Waves to the other. Yorika, walking with the two of you, stops and looks at both of you. You two fucked before.
Not yet.
Who said so about what?
Yorika
who?
stops and looks at Psycho and Glitch. Says, "Have you two fucked
Oh
before?"
my god.
She
And
said,
Tommy said, not yet.
"Not yet." She just takes heavy blinks and shakes her head, bewildered at that reply.
That's
Not
crazy.
yet. First of all, that is my man. Second of all, looks at Psycho. Are you on this same energy?
Alright, miss. Don't look at me. I saw the eyes you've been given.
And you're going to answer my question now or later?
Osiris rolls his eyes and does not answer the question. But he smirks at her.
She turns, swaying her hips a little. She keeps walking in front of them, letting them get a good look. Unless otherwise imposed, yeah, she'll just walk back to the embassy with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe
Only
if we
plays a
have
game
enough
of get to know
time,
you.
maybe there might be a little freaky deaky three-way Fata Black.
Whoa. No, I can't. I need to talk to her brother, apparently.
You could do that after.
Your cousin, brother? Oh.
Bruh.
Oh, that's so weird. Don't refer to him as that, bro. What the fuck?
It's telepathically what they're saying to each other.
I mean, if he says it out loud, like,
No.
I'm saying my shit out loud.
No. No, this is me saying in meta because
I
I got
know.
slut shamed earlier.
Yeah,
What Betsy
Kafka
doesn't know
missed
won't
it.
hurt him.
You missed it. Sam was slut shaming Shannon for
Yeah.
crazy.
You were slut shaming my baby?
Listen,
The fuck?
I
I
at no
know,
point
I
told her
know.
what she was
Crazy.
doing was wrong. I simply gave her a new
No.
perspective.
No.
You know?
Dare
Simply
you
not true.
talk to
I at
my
no
girl like
point
that?
said,
What the
hey,
fuck?
don't go doing what you're doing. I just said, listen, here's a POV that someone may or may not have.
No,
Mhm.
he said you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
Just know niggas gonna look at you like a slut.
Don't worry, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Thank you, Cuff. I know you're a
Just
real one.
know that people are going to look at you like a slut with a hard T.
Shut the fuck up.
A hard T. Capitalized.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
just
up.
keeping I'm just keeping it silent because I'm a victim.
I'm here for you too.
We've all been victims of Sam's slut shaming. It's gone on for too long.
My slut shaming. Is this the gaslight gatekeep girl boss we're gonna do today?
Remember when Remnant was slut shamed?
Facts.
She's
haven't
about
said
that life,
anything.
so it's fine.
Niggas can do what they want as long as it ain't about being sluts.
Sam,
Blood.
Mhm.
No, but she's here for it.
I'm on your side.
See,
Die.
that's all I'm saying. Like you
Tracks.
can do as you please. Just make sure, as Yutaro put it, you keep that shit to yourself. At this point, you got a
respectfully,
couple
Right.
loose
But I
ends.
need to
Is
talk
all I'm
to
saying.
my
Like,
mans
I didn't even
first.
get a chance to
Right.
keep that to myself because of a telepath. Like that's
that's
not
you
even
see,
fair.
and that's what Yutaro was warning about. He said, "Listen, you can do as you please. Just make sure you keep that shit to yourself. And if someone's not keeping it to you, I would just kill them. But that's just me, though. That's just me as, you know, a lord of my country. I got those
Okay.
kind of privileges. You
We
though,
could gossip.
Murder is a
Gossip
privilege.
after. We could gossip after we're done. Hold on. Can we finish?
what is there left?
Akihiko and Hinatori's other
Talked
people
of
want to
Hinatori
witness.
being like, they all suck.
Hiya. He passes them. Little interaction in the hall, and it's just a room.
She is leaned forward on the table, rubbing her temples.
Quite the crowd out there. Talking to them.
Yeah.
He approaches her, puts his hand around her waist, kisses her. What's wrong?
York is gonna kill me. so frustrating to talk to.
Like, smirks and chuckles a little bit.
She's like me.
I've done a
But
good
more
job of
frustrating.
avoiding her bad side, but I have seen her bad side.
We're similar in the worst ways. It's very difficult.
Since you're so similar, you know how she's going to move next. You can work around her or work with her.
We're gonna butt heads. I know it.
Over what?
A couple things.
I have nowhere else to be but with you.
Yeah. Crosses her ribs. And, you know, she's probably going to try to marry that psycho member of our squad.
From how Yutaro has boasted of him, it sounds like he's an impressive warrior. Though I've not gotten a good measure of his character. Well, besides that,
That
which
is
his
where-
public persona. But I'm not going to judge the man for that. How do you feel about him?
I think he's capable of good. And I think he sometimes acts on that capability. But I don't think he ever does it because he wants to do it. I think he always has something to gain from it. I don't trust him.
Ambitious, manipulative.
Yeah.
But also capable.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm worried he'll take advantage of Yorika.
What does Yorika think?
She has her head in the clouds. I don't know. Shakes her head. She.
Infatuated with this man.
Of course.
Has she ignored the red flags?
She thinks for a moment. I don't know about ignores. Maybe she sees them, but just doesn't care.
I've never known Yorika to tolerate a man's nonsense for too long. Ponders a bit. If he's going to take advantage of her or some other suit, use her. Odds are she is consenting to it. And if she is not, I'm sure she is fully capable of cutting ties with him on the spot. I've seen her do it before.
I'm thinking of delaying getting married.
Blinks.
If it means stalling her desire to rush things along.
Has she stated she wants to marry him?
That's the confusion. I don't think she knows. I think she's trying to come up with an answer because she's been told it needs to be done.
You think she's going to marry him soon?
I don't know. I wish I could make sense of what's going on in her head.
I don't know anyone else who would understand her better than you, but perhaps I can help. What exactly did she say were her intentions?
She's just trying to protect me. In the same way I'm trying to protect her.
And to protect you, she will marry hastily.
Yes. She really wants to take up my father's position as well.
is Lord Tokugawa.
As the avatar of Amaterasu.
She wants it.
She shakes her head. Not really. Yes, a little bit. She mostly wants to be able to just travel and do whatever she wants.
Oh, I see.
Which is silly because I can just give her that. She doesn't need to spend anything to help me.
Perhaps
She's acting like I can't handle myself.
Perhaps it is not that you cannot handle yourself, but that she has felt herself useless. If she is anything like you, perhaps she feels she is not contributing enough. Things are switching between looking good and looking bad. And much like you, who is unwilling to accept the praise of when you've done something extraordinary, she is unwilling to accept that doing nothing is enough.
She leans back into her chair towards him and looks up and says, except that she's making everything so much more difficult.
How?
I want her just live her life. I don't want her to sacrifice for me. I don't need her to sacrifice for me.
You think her becoming the Avatar, she's doing it for you?
Yes. I think she's also misguided in her reasoning.
He's looking at Mika, and then he squints at her. And what would be a good reason to be the Avatar?
She looks down. Because you want to fulfill the Omikami's will. And you want to protect Japan.
You believe Yorika does not want these things?
Not really. They contradict with her overall goal. She probably cares about them in some way. They're not important to her in the same way they're important to me.
If that is true, then the Omikami will choose you.
Yes, she will.
He nods. Then I do not believe there is much to fear in that regard. I don't believe delaying our marriage is going to help her. I think, if anything, assuring her that once we are married, she can execute this hasty arrangement she seems to be plotting. Tell her to wait for you. It's not like her getting married today will benefit you in any way. If anything, it is more of a detriment if she is to marry someone unworthy. But if she
Yeah.
waits until we are married, smiles a little, still liking the sound of it, then she could get married when it is most convenient for you. If that is why she wants to get married to Psycho. Do not
She shakes her head.
reject her ideas. The girl is much too greedy for that. For lack of a better term, you should learn how best to use those around you with their desires. Give them what they want, but also make it work for you. There is no reason to deny
Yeah.
the girl if she wants to help you. Just have her help you in a way that satisfies her, while also satisfying you.
She crosses her arms and looks intensely at him and says, I'm sorry.
Or?
I think I realize how frustrating I must be to talk with sometimes.
Yes. You are very frustrating to talk to sometimes.
You're not supposed to agree.
Why deny something that is true? Instead, he hugs her, kisses her neck. I will accept you as you are, and use you to my benefit.
She rolls her eyes and like shakes her head and says, I'm going to be the Avatar. She looks up and intensely. Regardless of what the others try to do. Even if they do marry.
He nods.
Even
agreeing.
if they had the twins. I would still be the Avatar.
Smiles at that. Hi. We will make it so.
She nods. And then, we'll rebuild your clan.
Takes her hand, kisses it. I can't wait for that day.
I think a few heads will have to roll in between these goals, though.
Tell me which ones.
I'm talking about the clan who slew yours.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I was very non-specific in that statement. We'll figure it out. There's a lot of reasons for us to go deal with them at some point.
Nuts. One step at a time.
Do you think they're... Okay. When they left, it sounded like they were going to have an orgy. She looks towards the door.
He blinks at her. Huh?
Yeah.
Yorika Tannen. Psycho. Tommy Hedgel. Oh. Kind of just shakes his head like, well, okay.
She shouldn't do stuff like that. Mika crosses her arms.
Are you sure you are one to say that to her?
No. But I still feel like I should tell her she shouldn't do it. Just like I think people should tell me shouldn't do it.
Do you not want to do it?
Want and should are two different things.
Yes, but as I said before, do not deny those desires.
No.
Satisfy them in a
That's
way
not
that
true.
satisfies everyone.
You should deny those desires.
Grabs
Sometimes having
grabs her
control over
chin, lifting it up. What did I say? Be selfish. Be greedy.
Mika looks towards the door and then stands up and grabs his shoulder and starts pulling him backwards into black.
Into black.
Okay, that's all. Mika doesn't have anything more to say. He yammered on long enough.
Any other things people want to do with this RP?
defend my honor.
It's been defended.
I
Nah,
got
you just
you,
have to
babe.
hold that one.
Thank you. I'm still.
Yoriko was so afraid. She's like, she doesn't like me? Why?
believe you almost did that shit. The fuck?
We all think you just hate the Japanese now. I'm so sorry.
She doesn't like Uncle Masaru? Why? He says such nice
It's
things
good.
about her.
I seem to be
Oh, I thought that's
blindsided at some
yeah,
point
no.
with. Do you not like us? Huh? What happened between you and my uncle? Huh?
He says such nice things about you. Why don't you like him?
Huh?
The slander goes so fucking crazy.
Let me tell you, the Mika misinformation vehicle was going crazy today.
Oh
man.
my god, the entire time, yeah.
Good thing Akihiko's
Mika,
very
from Mika's
inquisitive.
perspective, she doesn't know. She's like, she thinks Remnant like isn't very fond of her family.
But why?
Why?
Based on the
Why?
most,
What interaction is
based on
Mika
limited
thinking of?
information she's.
What interaction would give Mika that impression? Like, where did she get that
What did- what-
impression?
What did
Uh,
Remnant say?
Remnant talked to Shugo one time, and from Mika's interpretation of events, it was like, oh, he's upset at my father, and Mika thinks that it's an assumption Mika made that's incorrect.
I'm what? But what interaction
Was it
should
because
Mika
she-
witness?
Was it because she told Shugo he can't participate in the ritual, in the exorcism?
It was just like the general vibe she got about Remnant interacting with Shugo.
The only issue is that even though you're saying that you think, you talked like you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
trying to rack
also-
my brain on what conversation it was.
I just feel like Mika at this point, especially after this RP, should clue in that she's not a very good judge of.
Character?
Yeah.
Tommy was really trying to instill that lesson in her, and it was so fun to listen to him, having left the room, how she fully and absolutely ignored him again.
Yeah, that did go crazy.
What did he ignore her on?
Like, yeah, man, you should listen to what Yorika says. 5 minutes later.
I think Mika did listen to it. She just is digesting it.
Actively telling her no to everything she wanted.
Yeah.
I
It was the shake my head for me.
I truly, I have nothing to say at that. Like, I don't even.
It works for Yorika, because the one thing no one's gonna tell her is she can't do what she wants. So it's kind of like, Yorika didn't take it in a bad way. She's like, oh, I can't? Now I'm gonna just do it to prove you wrong.
She's so hot.
It is.
The at some point, Mika started to get frustrated with her, and that's when things started to break down, because it's like she was no longer like. It was a different. The nature of the interaction changed where it wasn't Mika listening
And
anymore.
Yorika sure is frustrating when she doesn't do exactly what Mika wants.
Yeah. So
Can't wait.
Yorika's entirely valid.
I can't
was
wait
a-
for Christmas gifts to be exchanged and fucking gifts and shit.
I'm excited for that too.
Very excited for that.
Because I know Shugo has a gift for Remnant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be really funny considering this conversation. I'm just imagining Yorika squinting like, what's happening?
What's happening here?
Well, I feel like Tommy explained that decently enough.
I didn't hear any explanation. Tommy just said that's not true. And that was it.
Yeah, there was a lot of
Well-
speaking.
Tommy
I
just
also didn't
said,
catch it.
Tommy just said that's not what that was about, and then just keeps it pushing.
I feel like that's enough when it comes to stopping Mika misinformation of being
I
like, no,
mean,
no, that's not what happened.
See, the issue with that, Tommy, is that you didn't correct that she didn't have an issue with Shugo. You just said that it wasn't about your culture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was very. It's not
That is
about your
what-
culture.
I didn't know you said.
Well, that's what it was about in the first place. They're like, oh, she has a problem with us. As like,
Now she just has a problem about something.
I
Mm,
guess.
listen, Yorika's not one to be.
She's not gonna read into it. She's not gonna read into it and have the paranoid thing like Mika does.
No, for sure not. It's more so like if Remnant were to ever make a slight at the Japanese or her family, that was like, oh, for sure, give her the benefit of the doubt. That's just a little joke or a little quip. Yorika's gonna squint. It's one of those. It's like, well, now I have a precedent to believe that that was not just a joke. That was a little snarky thing.
It was such a fun conversation for him to be high for.
Mm,
The high commentary was
I loved
awesome.
it. Yeah. So, wait, are we done with this RP? Any further conversations?
Yeah,
from
I
you?
think this is good. I mean,
Did everyone?
No,
In which
no,
case,
feed me in text.
let me end the stream. Thank you for watching, Hunter the Killer. Suit yourself. See y'all next week.
Yourself was a good title. That ended up being a good title for it.
Mhm.